Oh, that's a good crappie. Yeah. Hey, welcome back everybody. You're on your Southwest Outdoors Report today, and we're talking about boat control and boat positioning on the show, and there's a nice crappie, and that helps us demonstrate our next point. The next point is stay mobile if possible. I see so many anglers making a mistake that they'll drop an anchor down or they'll tie up to one of these bridge piers or bridge pilings like you see behind us when they're crappie fishing. And what they're doing is limiting the amount of fish that ever have an opportunity to see their bait. So if the wind will allow you, or if the situation allows, always stay mobile if possible. Now you can see behind me here, there's probably 100 of these bridge piers, bridge pilings, but so many times I'll see folks go in here and tie up to one of those, and they're only limited to the few fish that are roaming right around that one pier. You're limiting the amount of fish that'll ever see your bait. Move around if possible, even if it's very slowly. Same thing with stripers, same with white bass, same on the coast. Stay mobile if possible to maximize your chances, the most fish that can see your bait in a day. All right, let's check in right now with Gary Dollahan. He's in Oklahoma.
Okay, you hardcore fishermen, it's time. Most of you have your tournament season behind you. You're kind of sitting here in this lull period deciding what you're going to do this coming weekend. Here's what I want you to do. Get that family member, neighbor, a friend of yours that is not hooked on fishing like you are, and take them fishing. The time is perfect for that. Pick one of these really pretty fall days, early winter days coming up. Get them in the boat. They've got a really good chance to catch white bass, largemouth, sunfish, even an occasional catfish. Get something that they can cast easily. You put your rod and reel down, you get them close to that bank, help them learn how to cast. Make sure they're retrieving to the point that spinner blade is turning, or that jig actually has the tail turning on it, so that it's just a matter of motion. Convert them into an angler like you, and that's something that we as anglers all need to do, whether it's in Oklahoma or any state across the country. One thing about them, you can't catch them if you don't go, and they can't either. See you on the water.
If you watch our show regularly, then you already know that I'm a big fan of little, small, out-of-the-way lakes all around our region. Why? Because you can get away from the crowds and have a great chance to catch all species of fish, especially in the fall months while everybody else is out deer hunting. Well, on this week's Lowrance Hot Lake of the Week, I've got just one of those kind of lakes for you. It's Lake Bastrop, southwest of Austin, down in south central Texas. Let's locate it for you right now on the Lowrance HDS-10. As you can see, the lake is located just north of the town of Bastrop, Texas. Now we switch immediately to the Navionics Hot Maps Platinum chart for all the good fishing spots, and we show you that this is a power plant lake. The generator is located here and the outlet runs north here. But that is not an important factor in the fall, because right now the water temperature is good for lots of largemouth bass. Now we zoom up to the north half of the lake. The main creek channel enters here and runs west. I have caught lots of good bass on the flats off the creek channel, like the ones that we're showing you in red here. All of these flats are covered in submerged grass beds, so you fish over them and around the outside edges. For your best chance of success in the fall, throw a moving bait like a rattle bait or a spinner bait over those grass beds. Have fun at Lake Bastrop, this week's Lowrance Hot Lake of the Week. Stay with us. When we come back, Heather has your Stren Ask the Pro, and I'll have your Whataburger Big Catch of the Week.
The Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers, is brought to you by quality award-winning Tracker Boats, Fish the Finest, by Lowrance, makers of the HDS, High Definition Systems, and by Jean LaRue Lures and Bobby Garland Baits, quality soft plastic baits made in Oklahoma with American pride. This is the Southwest Outdoors Report, powered by your Texas Chevy dealers.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for our Ask the Pro feature, brought to you by Stren, the standard of dependability. Our question this week is from Paul in Texas, who asked, when would you use a jig head with a worm rather than a Texas rigged worm? For the answer, let's check with fishing legend Woo Daves.
Texas rigged worms I'm going to use in cover, grass, laydowns and places like that because they don't hang up. A jighead worm tends to hang up in heavy cover and brush. The jighead worm I like to use more on rocky banks, open water, or fishing deeper water.
Thanks, Woo. If you have a question for one of the pros, visit our website at southwestoutdoorsreport.com. Click on the Strand, Ask the Pro link, and send us your information. Now here's Barry with our Whataburger Big Catch of the Week.
This week's winner in the Big Catch of the Week photo contest is Bryce Kelly of the Woodlands, Texas, down near Houston. He is shown proudly displaying a 30-inch redfish that he caught out of famous Baffin Bay down south of Galveston. In fact, this is his first ever redfish, and what a fine red it is. If you'd like to enter the contest, simply go to our website at southwestoutdoorsreport.com. Top right of the front page is the link to click on where you can become a member of our fan club. It's free. Once you do that, you'll have access to my weekly blog. You'll have the opportunity to submit a question in our Strand Ask the Pro feature, and you'll be able to submit your big fish photo in the Big Catch of the Week contest. Also, do not forget about our Facebook page. There's lots of information, lots of content, lots of video on the Facebook page that's not available on the TV show or the website. Be sure to click on the like link, and that way everything we post on the page will come to your account, your wall, and you'll be able to follow us that way. Hey, I hope you'll use some of the tips and techniques we talked about today on boat control to help you keep your boat in the proper position to have the best chance to catch fish every time you go out. We will see you next week. We'll be on Thursday night at 10:30 and Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. And we always have the very latest on our show times up on the front page of our website. We'll see you next week. Until then, I'm Barry Stokes. Be safe, have fun. Bye-bye, y'all.